Alright, hey, welcome to first example of Intro to Primitives. This is going to be very short. Primitives are kind of really similar to points, so I'm just going to go over quickly what this is. But most of the things that I talked about in points kind of applies to primitives as well. So what is a primitive? Primitives are built by vertices and points. A primitive can have 2 points. It can have a single point. It can have 1 million points. It doesn't really matter. But a primitive can come in many shapes. I'm going to show a couple of them here. A primitive can come in this. A NURBS, you would say a NURBS almost, right? Because if you convert this, it is going to look a little bit different. Hold on, did I hit something now? Anyway, if you convert this, it's going to look like this. But as it is here, it's a single primitive. 1 point, 1 primitive, 1 vertex, and 1 sphere. So, as you can see, it has a primitive number here. If I enable this, we can see that it's primitive 0. If you convert it, we can see that it has now 12 points, 20 primitives, 60 vertices, and 20 polygons. So we can now see that each face has a point, prim ID, a prim number. And yeah, so this is one representation. Another one is a curve. I basically just drawn out some CV points here. And this curve is 1 primitive. It has 11 points. It's 1 primitive. It has 11 vertices, and it has 1 polygon. So basically, primitive is all of this. I could go ahead and is it called primitive split? I think so. One second, I'm gonna find this node. Regardless, this is a primitive. It has 11 points, 1 primitive, 11 vertices, and 1 polygon. And it's a curve. It's a polygon curve. You could put it in NURBS or Bezier. It would still only be a single primitive. Put it in NURBS. We can see that we now have a NURBS curve instead of a polygon. Yeah. So that's it. And then a line. It's basically a curve as well. It has points and vertices. It has 2 points, 1 primitive, 2 vertices, and 1 polygon. If we increase the size amount of points, it will remain 50 points, 1 primitive, 50 vertices, and 1 polygon. So it doesn't really matter how many points you have. It can still be only 1 primitive, right? Then we can add a teapot, a platonic solid. This thing has 330 points and 33 primitives, 528 vertices, and 33 Bezier surfaces. If you convert it, we can see that we create every single one of these into a primitive. So this is a primitive, this is a primitive, this is a primitive, this is a primitive. So now it has 1,617 primitives. And last but not least, we have the way to create it in Vex. You can actually write code to create this. We do have to create both the points and the verts, because the verts are referring back to the points. I'm not going to go over this code now, but if you want to, you can read it through. Here I've basically created some points at certain coordinates, and then I've referenced these points here. And it kind of draws a polygon. So this has 4 points, 1 primitive, 4 vertices, and 1 polygon. So yeah, you can create anything you want in code. So these are a couple of representations of primitives. Hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.